about
Yep.
like the new academic street and yeah, basically what your experiences with it. So what are you studying and what year are you in?
So I'm doing my Masters of Project Management and I'm in my first semester, first year.
Oh, awesome. So with the new academic street, we just want to know, yeah, basically how people feel about it. How did you get to the library today? Like Swanson Street or Bowen Street?
Coming from Swanson Street. Most of the time I did, the first time I came in through RMIT Connect because I got lost. So we're usually in Building 8. So I came in through that entrance, but yeah, usually Swanson Street as well.
So just a little bit of difficulty finding the entrance this time around?
Yeah, coming in from that side, just with all the construction up, was a little bit harder, but now that I know my way around, it's good.
How often would you say you visit the library and what do you normally do here? Like studying, meeting up with mates or?
But usually depends how many assignments are due, but yeah, at the moment I've pretty much been here every day this week since the new library opened, so making the most of it.
Yeah, awesome. What's your favourite like space in the library?
There's the lounge area that looks. I actually haven't used it yet because every time I need to do something, I need a table. But I like that area. I just haven't used it yet. That'd probably be the best, I reckon.
Yeah, I walked through and I saw the pods and I was just like, this is so cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like, where else on campus would you say that you spend quite a fair bit of time?
Usually just the library and classes. So it used to be the old library, which is quite small and congested. So yeah, pretty much all my time on campus I spend here. Yeah.
Awesome. And is there anything about the library that you would like to see improved or anything you think they could have done better?
It's funny because I thought the only problem with the old library was that it was too small and that there wasn't enough space. Now there's triple the amount of space, but it still feels like there's not enough tables. You still spend a lot of time looking for tables and stuff, but yeah. No, it's pretty good. I think they've done a good job.
Awesome. Anything else that you'd like to add or any other comments that you might have?
No, that's about it. I think they've covered everything. It's turned out really, really good, but need more tables, but I think that's always going to be a problem, so yeah, that's good. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time. So what was your name?
Bilal.
Bilal? Awesome. Thanks so much for this. What are you studying, Bilal, and what year are you in?
Environmental engineering and third year.
Cool. So we're just interested in students' experience with the new academic street and the library. How did you get here today? Like, did you come by Swanson Street or Bowen?
Street, yeah.
So by Swanson Street?
Yeah, through the new entrance, yeah.
Cool. How often would you say you visit the library and what do you do here?
The new library?
Yeah.
Pretty much since it's opened every day.
Awesome. And what do you normally do here? Like assignments, hanging out with mates?
A bit of both, procrastination mainly.
Awesome. And what do you like most about the new library?
More study spaces, to be honest. It's hard to get a space before this opened. Now I can safely go to a place and not have to leave my stuff there.
Yeah. Awesome. That's so good. Anything that you would like to see them improve on?
More PowerPoints, that work for Mac users, but yeah, that and tables that have chairs that fit underneath. Some of them just are disproportionate, but besides from that, it's pretty good. Can't really complain.
Awesome. What's your favourite space in the library and why?
The area that looks over Bowen Street, just because it reminds me of how a uni's meant to look like.
Awesome. And then just couple last questions. Did you know much about the work that they were going to do with the new academic street, or are you kind of just seeing it as it unfolds?
I actually had a subject where they were kind of basically explaining a few things, hence the engineering, but besides from that, I didn't know it was going to look like the pictures. I was kind of pessimistic about it, but I'm happy at how it turned out.
Awesome. Thanks so much for your time. What's your name?
I'm Chenenka.
Awesome. Thanks so much for joining this. What are you studying, Chenenka, and what year are you in?
Well, I am in master's level. I'm doing urban planning and environment. This is my first semester.
Awesome. And so we're just interested in students' experience with the new academic street. Which path did you get here today? Did you come by Swanson Street or Bowen Street?
I think we came from Swanson Street. Yeah, we were in Building 80 and crossed the road and got in. Yeah.
Awesome. And with the library, how often would you say that you visit the library?
Uh, probably once a week, because it's like if I want a book, probably I would be like coming here. If it's not an online access book, I really have to get it here. Like you have need it physically. The book is only available like physically. Then yeah, I must come to the library. Otherwise, I won't be coming here. Yeah.
Oh, awesome. So basically mostly for like borrowing stuff,
Yes.
not really hanging out around here.
No, it's like if we have some assignments going on or like maybe group presentations, probably we would come here and work. If not, not quite often. Yeah.
Awesome. And so with the new library, obviously they've opened up some really cool spaces. Is there anything that you really like about it or really don't like about it?
It's the first time actually I'm going to go in. So I'm like, since you said that there are going to be some like cool spaces and all, I'm actually interested to see what are those. Yeah. So let's see. So actually, I'm not quite sure what is in there, so I can't answer you exactly.
Yeah. No, it's like you'll go in there, you'll see for yourself. It's actually really cool. They have like all these open new like pods and places that you can study, and like all these new desk spaces and computer spaces. So it's like basically twice as big as the old one.
Interesting, because I think any library needs to be like kind of warmly welcoming students. Otherwise, I don't think anyone would be coming inside and would be happy to sit around the library, because normally you define library as a boring spot, like if you are not into books. So it should be welcoming, otherwise nobody would come in. Yeah, I agree with you.
Awesome. That's such a great answer. Like I actually didn't even think of that, but that is so important. Apart from the library, like where would you spend time on campus? Like what other spaces do you spend time on campus?
Most of our lectures are in Building 80, so probably we are like spending most of the time in Building 80. Other than that, like yeah, I'm quite often visited the library because of these books. Some of the books you can't get it online. Other than that, I'm sorry, I don't remember.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. That's like exactly what we want to hear. And do you have like any other comments or any things that you think they could improve on with either the new academic street or?
Yeah, probably, sometimes it's quite distracting when they suddenly change the paths, right? Especially for international students, I think you can't find the path, and then you're like, even for us, we were like like having a confusion, where are we heading to? So better direction would be nice, and yeah, probably better direction. Yeah.
Awesome.
So that's it. Okay, no problem.
Howard, what are you studying at RMIT and what year are you in?
Year 1 accountancy, Bachelor of Business. Yeah.
Awesome. And so we're just interested in people's experience with the new academic street. Have you been to the library so far?
Once, like yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yeah.
And when you were on your way to the library, how did you come through? Did you come through Swanson Street or Bowen Street?
Oh, I come through Swanson Street. Yeah.
Just straight off the trams?
Right.
Awesome. And how, like, with the new library and the old library, how often do you reckon you would come to the library in a week?
Twice a week. Yeah, maybe. Like more than that. Yeah.
Yeah. And what do you normally do at the library? Are you studying, hanging out?
Study and group meeting with my friends, and yeah.
Awesome. And so you've been to inside the new library once. What do you think about it? Like, what do you really like about it, or do you have anything that maybe they could improve on?
I like the design because, like, to be honest, like the design is more fashion, and then compared with the old library, and they actually add more all the computers, different from the old library. Yeah.
So it's cool that they have like more computers and more spaces for people to like study and work and meet up.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then just wondering as well, like, do you have anything that you think they could improve on with the library?
To be honest, at this moment, I don't think so because I haven't actually walked through all the library. Yeah.
Awesome. And then also just wondering, like, apart from the library, where else do you spend time on campus?
Building 80, the academic building, Swanson Street one. Yeah.
Awesome. Anything else you'd like to add in regards to the new academic street or the library?
No, not really, because like all is doing great here. Yes,
Awesome.
thank you.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you so
your. So, what are you studying at RMIT and what year are you in?
I'm studying the landscape design.
Awesome. And so we're interested in students' experience with the new academic street. How did you get to the library today? Like, did you take the elevator, the stairs? Did you go through Swanson Street, or?
I just get stop from the Swanton Street. That's it.
Yeah, awesome. And how long do you visit? How often do you visit the library?
Maybe 3 times a week, because it's very close from the school. So if I have the rest time, I always come here. Yeah.
Awesome. And while you're at the library, like, what do you normally do? Are you doing homework? Are you hanging out with friends? Are you having your what do you normally do at the library?
The homework, always the homework. If I do finish the homework, I always see the film that's on the computer. That's it.
Oh, okay. So like watching movies on the computers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Awesome. What do you like most about the library? Like, because obviously they've done some renovations and it looks like really new and cool.
Yeah.
What do you like most about it?
I like the layout and the some special furniture at this. Just like the some. That furniture like the egg of the
The black and white one?
Yeah, the black and white circle one. Yeah, that's it.
That's pretty cool. Is there anything you would want to see improve with the libraries? Like, is there anything that they could have done better?
Not really. I don't know, cause maybe not. I think it's done great now.
And just like another few questions, like, so what other like spaces do you spend time in on campus?
Sorry, could you?
So like when you're on campus, like where else do you hang out?
The classroom.
Like,
Yeah, and the library. No, nothing.
have you been to like the pods upstairs, like the Hive or the Lawn?
No, but I often go to the 80 building 80, and that's it. Now to go to the now. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, is there anything else that you like, any comments that you have about either like this like building, the library, the new academic street? Anything else you want to add?
No, but sometimes it's hard to find this empty space. Yeah, because there's still have so many people study here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Cool. Awesome. Thank you so much.